I've never really had a hobby before, I guess. I've always just followed my brother and whatever he does. And so getting interested in bikes and starting to learn more and more just by experience is really where the hobby was. I got started with biking my freshman year in college, but walking around campus at K-State my freshman year, I saw road bikes probably for the first time, and they really interested me. I went home over spring break that year and looked for something, and on my last day there, something popped up on Craigslist. It was an old Schwinn Circuit from 1988. It was steel frame that was really thin steel, so it was a really light bike, and it was a lot of fun to ride. But in Manhattan, it's incredibly convenient to ride bikes. I live a mile from campus, so it takes me 6 minutes to get to class instead of a 30-minute walk. It has a practical use because I save money working on it myself, and then learning about it is really fun. Getting absorbed in what actually goes into why the parts work together is a lot of fun. And I mean, being an accounting major, I don't really work with my hands at all, so having that piece to my week relieves a lot of stress, and it's a lot of fun just working with physical things and like steel and all the grease that goes into it and the ball bearings. Um, and it just becomes an addiction, I guess. Wanting more bikes, always looking at bikes, what makes a bike different from another bike, what the progress has been in the new bikes, like with hydraulic brakes, and stuff that's incredibly light with carbon fiber, and then understanding like the culture around it. Like there's so many fragments of bike culture that can come together. I did this thing called an Alley Cat race in late November, which was unbelievably cold, and it was at night, where there were certain checkpoints around Manhattan that you had to go, like take pictures of them and then get back to this one place within an hour, and then the person with the most points, each checkpoint had a certain amount of points attached to it. Um, the person with the most points wins a prize, and then they were drawing for other stuff. That's kind of like an underground culture that just likes to be together and hang out together and drink beer around bikes and talk about being outside, and it's just a really fun kind of group to be around. So I guess the hobby goes into the lifestyle, which goes into the people that you're around, and just being able to sustain yourself with the hobby is a big piece.